President Trump says he's in no hurry to make a deal with Iran. That message to Fox as he weighs a proposal to restart peace talks. And here at home, he has a new plan to mark America's 250th birthday. Alex Hogan is following it all closely from the White House. Alex.
Hi, Brian. New reports that President Trump submitted tougher terms to Iran for the framework of this peace deal. We have reached out to the White House. There's been no reaction from them about those reports just yet. But President Trump, in a sit-down interview, did underscore his two non-negotiables, the Strait of Hormuz and Iran's nuclear capabilities.
We're making a great deal. We're going to make a great deal. Or we'll just go back and finish it off militarily.
So again, the White House not ruling out military action if there is no deal. And now some Republicans say even today that Washington has time on its side.
Well, I was just on the phone early this morning with senior administration officials. I think that they have all the time in the world, if you think about it, because they have absolutely devastated the Iranian Navy, the Iranian Air Force. We have complete control over the skies. They've devastated their defense industrial base.
Although Democrats argue that this continued conflict is creating a completely different reality for Iran.
Iran is stronger than they were 90 days ago before this war because they've used their cheap and lethal drones not just to close the Strait of Hormuz, but to attack our partners and allies in the region.
Iran's top negotiator today says no agreement will be reached until Iran's rights are secured and that they won't believe any promises, only action. Now, back here at the White House, the president is currently at his golf club in Virginia today, but he did take to Truth Social in the last 24 hours, criticizing the Freedom 250 event after some of the recent musicians have withdrawn from that, citing this is a partisan event, despite the administration saying that it is not. He has called on canceling that event or speaking himself at that concert series, something that the organizers say will now take place in the middle of June. Brian.
Our Alex Hogan live at the White House. Alex, thank you. Now to the crucial Strait of Hormuz, where the U.S. military fired a missile into the engine room of a Gambian-flagged cargo ship yesterday. That vessel tried to break the blockade and sail towards Iran. Max Gorden is live in Tel Aviv with more on that. Max.
Hey, Brian. According to CENTCOM, U.S. military forces issued 20 warnings to that ship, but it failed to stop. So a U.S. military aircraft fired that Hellfire missile into the ship's engine room, disabling it. This is the fifth commercial vessel disabled by the U.S. military as it enforces a blockade of Iran's ports. 116 other ships have been turned away. And while a ceasefire with Iran remains in effect, a peace deal that would open the strait back up still remains in limbo.
I'm in no hurry. I'd like to say I'm in a hurry because, you know, gasoline prices are going to come tumbling down. But if you're going to be in a hurry, you're not going to make a good deal. And slowly but surely, we're getting, I think, what we want. And if we don't get what we want, we're going to end it a different way.
Meanwhile, Israel continues its campaign against Iranian-backed Hezbollah militants in southern Lebanon. The Israeli military announcing that they've pushed farther into Lebanon than they have in 26 years, crossing the Litani River and capturing a historic Crusades-era castle along a strategic high ground known as Beaufort Ridge. Israeli troops previously captured the castle in 1982 and held it until they withdrew from Lebanon in 2000.
I instructed the IDF to expand the maneuver in Lebanon. Our forces have crossed the Litani. They have seized dominant terrain. They captured the Beaufort Ridge, and now my instruction is to deepen and expand our hold in places that were under Hezbollah control.
Israel says that since the current ceasefire with Lebanon began, they've killed 900 Hezbollah fighters. This latest push into southern Lebanon comes days before the next round of talks between Israel and Lebanon at the State Department. Meanwhile, Iranian leaders say that any sort of peace agreement must include a ceasefire and an end to aggression in southern Lebanon. Israel's latest actions could complicate any further peace process. Brian, back to you.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Max Gorden live in Tel Aviv.
Yep.
Max, thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.